Let me just say categorically, I'm proud of the people that come to our...
Choose well. There is much at stake. Now, my friends, I've got to give you a little straight talk, because here in the heartland in Pennsylvania, we got to have straight talk. These are hard times. Our economy... I need to have a conversation with you for a few minutes here.
Repudiated every time someone's been out of line, whether they've been part of my campaign.
These are hard times. Our economy... I need to have a conversation with you for a few minutes here. Who is the real Barack Obama?
I have repudiated every time someone's been out of line, whether they've been part of my campaign or not. I'm not going to stand for people saying that the people that come to my rallies are anything but the most dedicated, patriotic men and women that are in this nation, and they're great.
This is little Hussein. Little Hussein wanted to see truth and good Americans.
I'm not going to stand for people saying that the people that come to my rallies are anything but the most dedicated, patriotic men and women that are in this nation, and they're great citizens.
He's a terrorist?
He's got the bloodlines.
What does that mean?
Just think about it. Look at the name.
So you do think he's a terrorist?
I didn't say that, but
I think he is.
You do? Why?
He's got the connection.
Because look at his name.
Okay. When did you first hear of Obama?
When's the first time you heard of
This
Sarah
year.
Palin? This year. When's the first time you heard of Barack Obama?
This year.
This year. You sure about that?
Yeah.
Because he's been running for president for 2 years.
Not familiar with him.
Our friend Barack, sleazy scum of the earth.
I'm not going to stand for people saying that the people that come to my rallies are anything but the most dedicated, patriotic men and women that are in this nation, and they're great citizens.
That guy gets elected, he hangs around with terrorists.
Who's the terrorist?
Obama.
Obama's a terrorist, don't you know that?
Obama's a Muslim. He's a terrorist himself.
You think they should die?
Everyone dies, don't they?
When you've got a Negro running for president, you need a first stringer. He's definitely a second stringer.
There is this free-floating, sort of whipping around anger that could really lead to some violence. And I think we're not far from that. And that's why I think it's so... Well, I really worry when we get people... When you get the kind of rhetoric that you're getting at these rallies now, I think it's really imperative that the candidates try to calm people down.
It was in a room in this hotel that police found weapons and military-style gear they say belongs to Ray Geisel. And now Geisel is accused of threatening to assassinate Democratic presidential hopeful Barack Obama. The Secret Service arrested the 22-year-old man on Saturday in Miami. Thursday, he appeared in court. Agents say he called Obama a racial slur and said, "If he gets elected, I'll assassinate him myself." Authorities say they found a loaded 9mm handgun, knives, and ammunition, including armor-piercing rounds in Geisel's hotel room, and that's not all. They say there was body armor, military-style uniforms, and even a machete.
Anger that could really lead to some violence.
Sources say when Aurora pulled Gartrell over Sunday night, he had 2 long guns and walkie-talkies with him. When they asked why, sources say he talked about a threat to kill Obama and needing the guns to find the high ground during the speech. Sources say investigators found things like wigs, fake IDs, a map, and camouflage gear.
There is insufficient evidence at this time to indicate a true threat, plot, or conspiracy against Senator Obama.
The sergeant discovered inside his truck a bulletproof vest, 2 rifles, ammunition, walkie-talkies, and drugs.
However, there is insufficient evidence at this time to indicate a true threat, plot, or conspiracy against Senator Obama.
Anger that could really lead to some violence.
These are hard times. Our economy... I need to have a conversation with you for a few minutes here.
Anger that could really lead to some violence.
Hey, welcome back. I'm Rick Sanchez here in the world headquarters of CNN. A lot of stories that we're trying to bring you at this hour. First of all, let's try and bring you up to date on this situation that we've been talking about with the well, xenophobia may be the best way to describe it, because there's now also an investigation in Clayton County, Georgia. This is an area just outside of Atlanta where we understand that local residents and Obama supporters have been receiving hate mail to the point where the Secret Service has now been called in and is investigating. We're being joined on the phone now by Mike Brooks. He's our security analyst and law enforcement expert. Mike, I know you've looked into this somewhat. How prevalent is this in this area?
Well, Rick, you know, we really haven't had too much of this happen, but right around the same time as these letters that we're showing right now, in my neighborhood here in Kirkwood, in the city of Atlanta, there were also some racist letters distributed in mailboxes on the street, put on people's cars, and to just kind of give you a flavor of the letters that we had. Now, they did not target any Barack Obama or any the gays or Asians. It was all basically against African Americans. The last paragraph is very disturbing. It says, "The next time you come in my yard or walk down my street, I'll be taking aim, shooting, and asking questions later. Not that anyone would miss you. I do have a few shallow graves that need filling." Now, I can tell you that the Atlanta Police Department, it's particularly Pat Apollyon, who I was out with last weekend looking to try to find out the source of these letters in our community, they are taking this very seriously and are looking at this as a possible hate crime. And so it's under investigation right now.
And as we mentioned, the Secret Service is involved as well.
Recruiting based on popular social issues is nothing new.
Whenever there's social disruption, high unemployment rates, lots of social change, it seems that those groups seem to gain in popularity. When a group comes along and offers them simple explanations, you know, simple solutions, then I think people find that attractive sometimes.
A small town in the swing state of Ohio is where Sarah Palin addresses some of her core supporters. This area is mostly white and working class, and here's what some have to say about presidential candidate Barack Obama.
I'm afraid if he wins, the black will take over. It's not a Christian. This is a Christian nation. What is our country going to end up like?
I'm not going to stand for people saying that the people that come to my rallies are anything but the most dedicated, patriotic men and women that are in this nation, and they're great citizens.
What I was told was that she said, I don't have to hire any, and I don't intend to hire any African Americans.
Black owned businesses couldn't get contracts under the Palin administration.
No, we did not. We wasn't able or allowed to even to go into the meetings to do that.
And the governor is supposed to issue a proclamation recognizing the Juneteenth Observance Day. And all the previous governors have done so. They have come out to our event. If they couldn't make it, they sent the lieutenant governor. But we have not seen Sarah at our functions, and for her to say that, you know, she does support us, I had to tell him no. I have not received any support from Sarah Palin.
You know who voted for it? You might never know. That one.
And now we have what some are reading as a suggestion that somebody knock off Obama. Well, both, if we could.
Well, you know,